Hello!
Hi guys,
My name is Tatiana
my name is Angel.
and we're the Makers HQ. We are a married couple who bought a sublimation machine, a heat press machine this year, and we're testing as many things as possible with this machine, okay? So the first thing is that we are at 111 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you.
I know, I remember when we said we have 4 subscribers.
I know, it was
we were
like
tiny, like
so
babies.
little,
I know.
and we're just as excited with 4 as, I mean, not to say don't follow, don't subscribe, but we're just as excited with 4 as we are with 111, and I'm sure that we'll be with even more. And so thank you for following. And if this video or any of our videos bring you any type of like good advice or anything
Knowledge.
that's good, any type of knowledge, please consider subscribing, okay?
Yes.
All right, so today we're going to be doing 3 different materials, and actually, okay, we're gonna be testing 3 different types of fabric to see how it is when we do 100% polyester. The next thing is
The other one is 75,
25, so 75 polyester,
yeah.
25 cotton.
Yes.
And then the last one is 50% polyester and 50% cotton. And the reason we're doing that is because we've seen a lot of videos on how you have to have basically 65% minimum for sublimation for it to work. And we've been doing mostly 100%, like 100% or like maybe 90% or 95% plus, you know,
Spandex,
some, exactly,
yeah.
spandex. So it's been a little bit different because spandex is also man-made. So I knew that for a fact that it would sublimate. So that's been very cool. But we wanted to see if we have something that's less, what would happen, right?
Yes.
So we have it laid out in this video that basically we're going to do everything at the same temperature of 200 Celsius or
400 Fahrenheit.
400 Fahrenheit. And we're gonna start off at the base of 35 seconds.
35, 40 seconds.
40
yeah.
seconds,
Which
okay.
is usually
I find
what,
that's good.
yes, what is used for anything that's 100% poly.
Yeah.
You start from there. And
From
then
like between 30 and 40.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna we can do.
We're
it
gonna
at
do
40.
all of them at 40.
Exactly.
And then in the second round, we're gonna increase the time because obviously the 50-50 we think is gonna look. And we also have a chart.
Yes. Okay. So that's another thing. So we're gonna do the sublimation in 2 parts, the first part and the second part. And then we are also sublimating different things, including a chart, which was recommended to us by Tiffany Lee. So shout out to Tiffany Lee, who said that we should look at the way that different things get sublimated on the substrate if they're in a different color. Okay, so that's one of the things that we're gonna sublimate. So let's just get to it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be sublimating is going to be a white piece of polyester fabric, 100%. It's actually the fabric that you would use, for a sweatshirt. So it's a knit. And we will be doing this, which is the sublimation chart, okay? And like this. So the sublimation chart is, we're going to put it in the link below, where exactly we got this one from. But if you Google it, you can also get one. It's basically cool because it shows you what it's supposed to look like on different types of fabric. So for instance, here it says 100% polyester, 75% polyester, 50% polyester.
On gray.
Exactly. But no, it says on all of them. Yeah, it goes from white to black.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then this is pastel colors versus bold colors. So it's good to know because when we were doing the design for the second piece, which is 75% polyester, we actually we're going to be pressing it onto orange, all right? So when we looked at it, we're like, okay, these colors are not gonna show, so we should do this. So it was a very good suggestion. So that's it. So we're doing this. the first thing that we'll do, of course, is remove any lint, just to make sure. But this is not really the real thing. Like, this is not something that we're going to sell or show. So it's mostly for us, so that
to show you how
the process,
the colors
Exactly.
also come out on a 100% poly.
Okay, so we'll do 100% poly first, then 75% poly, then 50 poly. Angel is pre-pressing the piece so that it lays flat. We are going to have to do it in 2 pieces because it was a little bit larger than the machine. And
We
that's
shall
it.
see you in 30 seconds.
Well, we'll see you in a little bit faster.
We'll show you.
We'll see you very quickly. Oh, yes, and it's 200, which is 200 Celsius, which is 400 Fahrenheit, for 40 seconds. Okay, so that will be our main temperature and time that we will use in order to test different materials. Based on the results, I mean, we'll still do it in increasing the time, but this will be the base of the 200 Celsius / 400 Fahrenheit at 40 seconds. We're going to do that for all of them, and then we're going to increase the time in order to see how to get the right temperature or the right time for the different substrates. Okay? All right, see you in a few seconds. Okay, so we are back, all right? And this is the color chart on 100% polyester. Wait, I just got confused for a sec because it says 100% polyester everywhere. So yes, it comes out very bright. It comes out, I mean, like it's supposed to, right? Basically,
Yes,
sublimation is made for polyester.
Polyester, yes. So you see all the bright colors. So the next one, we're gonna do an orange sweater, and we're gonna do a design that is black and it has red. So, and we're gonna do it at the same temperature as this one. So therefore it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be lighter.
It's supposed to be
test
lighter.
about. That's what the test is all about.
Yeah, so we're doing the next one. Can you grab it
Yeah.
so we can see? We're doing the next one, which is at 75-25.
It's this one. We're gonna put a small word right here.
To do
across
the
sleeve.
first test
Yeah.
at the 40 seconds at 200 or 400 Fahrenheit, and no, 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. And then for the longer pressing, we'll do it on the back and increasing the time.
Yes.
Okay? All right. Okay, so we did put something in the sleeve. If you refer to our sleeve video, and we're gonna put the link, not the sleeve video, the sweatshirt video.
Sweatshirt, yes.
Exactly. So we did put something inside the sleeve so that when we have the print, it doesn't show the seam through into the design. Okay, so we just put something inside, made it flat so that it like covers the seam and it takes the shock, if you would, of the seam.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're gonna open it. So this one is at 40 seconds, 200 degrees.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
it came out really
Nice.
bright.
Right.
Yeah, there's still ink, but you know, it's not a ridiculous amount.
And let me show you. So even though, see it? Even though this is what I wanted to show you. Let me double check.
It's 75-25, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this one is 75-25. So it's a high percentage of poly, but it's not for 40 seconds. I think it came out super good.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
We were actually discussing whether or not to put the one that we're gonna put on the back for.
Yeah, but if you compare look, I did the red shade
Yeah.
next to it, and you can barely see the red.
Yeah. And if you compare the chart, like on orange, of course, it's much
same,
brighter because
the
it's
red.
100%.
Exactly. So, but anyway, this is gonna be seen. We're gonna show you everything in the recap when we do we have a design for the back,
yes.
with a higher temperature. So all the colors are gonna come out
Or
brighter.
not.
Or not. Who knows?
Okay, the next one is going to be a pillowcase 50-50. It's white.
Yes.
Oh, and this is the sleeve thing that
This is
we
the
were
sleeve
talking
that we
about.
put inside.
So 50-50, it's white. We're going to press this, take the lint off so that it can be a good substrate. And we're going to put something in the pillowcase so that the image doesn't pass through because they are kind of thin. All right, so we will see you in a couple of seconds.
Okay, so this one is the pillow. It's the 50-50%, 40 seconds, the same as the other one. I want to see what, oh.
It surprisingly
Wow.
came out very good still. Though. So I'm interested to see what it's gonna look like. Let me see.
It took a lot of ink.
It did.
So we put this cardboard in between, so it doesn't transfer to the other side, as we all know. And this is the design. It's super nice.
Yeah, I still like it.
I
didn't
know
think
it could
was
be
gonna-
brighter.
Yeah,
for
which
sure.
is what's gonna happen.
So
but
the
it's
next
still
one,
cool.
yes, the next one we're gonna do it at 60 seconds maybe.
Yeah. I
To
think
see,
60 is
I
okay.
think it could be way brighter.
Yeah,
But it still took it nice.
it did, and I like it. This looks like kind of like those old school, like cotton. Whatchamacallit? Cotton pillowcases that you've been sleeping on for a while. You know, it's
Very
pretty.
nice.
It's surprising.
Yeah, it is.
I expected it to be extremely light, so I'm pleasantly surprised that it's bright.
So the next one we're going to do the orange sweater again, but we're gonna increase the temperature. I don't know if we should do it at 1 minute or 75 seconds.
I would go with 60 seconds.
60
just
seconds.
because I find that at 40 seconds, it was good. It was dark. I could still see the detail in it. There's speckles and I can see them. It's not the blackest, but it's black. And I'm surprised that it's still taking, you
Yes.
know? It's not like the brightest for anything, but it's still taking it very well. I would
So
do
60.
60. Yeah,
Okay.
I would do 60.
So 60 seconds for the back.
And we're gonna do 60 seconds for the pillowcases as well because, I mean, you can see, we'll compare both, but you can see that it still looks good.
Yeah. So even if it doesn't look like the way you want to, the colors as bright as you want them, but you know that you can do 50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
Even less, because the way I see it, this one, the pillow is 50-50.
Yeah.
And I think even if it were like 40-60,
Yeah.
35-70,
We're getting kind of thing.
I know, but you can still transfer it.
I think that's for another video. How low can you go?
Exactly.
Or how high can you go with
Yes.
with cotton? How low can you go with polyester?
And also, depends on the look that you want.
That's
'Cause,
true.
you can tell me, oh, but if you do it, you want it bright. Yes,
Yeah.
but sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want
Like
to
a
look
vintagey
faded,
look,
yeah,
exactly.
vintagey and soft pastels colors.
Yeah.
And you only achieve that not making the colors lighter, but doing this with less temperature. I
Yeah.
mean, less time.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be something else that we're gonna put on our sublimation like video ideas because it's surprisingly good.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay, first-
we're gonna get this ready.
Exactly.
And we're gonna see you in like 5 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, so now we are with the orange at 60 seconds. This is the second round to see. This design has a lot of colors and not only black.
Oh, okay. So this is how much ink remained on the paper, and it's actually very interesting.
Yes.
I actually really like it.
Yes, it has this faded look.
Yeah, it does. As well as the clouds actually look like clouds. I'm very surprised.
So can you hold it? This is how it looks. I like it.
I like it. I mean,
It's not the brightest.
No.
But I was expecting the yellows not to be that yellow. There is a little bit of red here.
and you lost a little bit of the color that
Yes.
was here, the details. But that's to be expected because unless they were white or something, like unless they were like this, you're gonna lose them. But look, the cloud. No, yeah, look at this part, the cloud. It came out really cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
I really like it actually. It was a little shocking at first, but I like it. It looks like a bear.
Yes.
Okay, bear.
So now we're gonna move to the 50-50.
Yes.
The same. This was 60 seconds, and the other one is gonna also be 60 seconds.
Yes.
And we're gonna do the same design on the pillow. The design that we did before the fist. So we shall see you in 60 seconds. Okay, so we're back. This is the pillow. 60 seconds, 50 poly, 50 cotton. So we'll see. Here, this one is out.
Ooh, so hot, so
I
hot.
know. Yeah. Okay. I think this one is darker than the other one. So
It
nice.
looks kind of like the same to me.
That's it. I think the pink looks. See, the other one is still pinkish.
Oh yeah.
The background.
Not much though.
No.
Oh, the paper fell.
So this.
Oh yeah,
this,
it took.
See? Yeah, it took.
Even the brown.
Look.
That's
this
true.
one is yellow.
Yeah,
That one still
yeah.
has some.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one is darker. So you can do 60 seconds.
Yes.
And it looks. I'm gonna show you guys. What mess! So now it's all about understanding which one is which one. Okay, yes. So this one, I concentrate on this hand, which is the darkest one, and then look at this one. It's way lighter, right?
Yes. I quite frankly don't even see that much of a difference enough to see. Maybe even 75. I'd be curious to see what 75 seconds does. But
Yes.
and we have one more, so I think we should test it
Okay, we're
All
gonna
right.
do another one at 75 seconds
Yes.
to see.
to see if it makes a huge difference.
Yes,
All right. See you in a couple of seconds.
yes.
Okay. So this is the recap. All right. So let's start with the 100% polyester. I think it's a good place to start.
Okay.
You're gonna take.
Yes.
You're gonna keep
I
this.
keep
or-
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So the 100% polyester is, as always,
The brightest.
the brightest, the best. Not the best, but the brightest. So
If that's what you want, yes.
exactly. So this is where you're gonna get every single color, every single line, everything from a design, especially if it's on white or on a light color. You're going to get everything that you see on your screen or by hand or however you do your work. You're gonna see it on this 100% and on polyester. So there's really nothing to talk about. It is the standard of sublimation. When they talk about sublimation, they usually recommend polyester. And please ignore the sirens.
I know.
They're crazy. We were too hot, so we had to open the window. All right, so that's that. Then we have 75,
Yes.
the orange. So at, I don't know
This
if,
is where we can compare, because we have this one we did at 40-second. This is the writing, and then the design. The blacks, it's hard to tell. Like the reds, you can tell they are a little bit maybe darker. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't see a big difference, but writing is always tricky because they are very like sharp.
exactly.
So, but if you go by these blacks,
Yeah, these blacks are
maybe
black
this
as hell.
Yeah. These are 60 seconds, and this one is 40 seconds.
So
So always think about the color that you're gonna sublimate on. But this one you really have to test because sometimes the temperature, maybe in this case, maybe 75, 90 seconds would have been good for this one that had a lot of details.
I think you would have
But
lost a
we
little
don't
bit of
know.
the detail.
I would have lost the blacks, I think.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
you
don't
would.
know.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you would have gotten the blacks, but it's just that because the longer I keep reading that the longer you press, the more blacks you get, right? Like the deeper the blacks are. But I feel like you would have lost a lot of the details here, for instance. I don't know if you can see it, but like there's actually a change in gradation in the color, and you
Yes.
can see it, and you can see the details in the eyes. So this kind of design, I would, I had mentioned to Angel, this is the type of design that it's better on white, regardless.
Way better.
And he's not the most satisfied with it. I don't mind it so much. I think it's still cool. I do know that on white, you would have seen every single detail, and you would have known what's going on versus on this. But the thing is also when you're doing like an image, like a JPEG type of image, not a vector, but an actual image, and you're doing sublimation, if the colors are too close, you will lose the colors. It always looks the best to me on like very light colors, pastel colors, or of course white, you know?
Yeah, and this one is not only orange, it's also, it has less percentage of poly. So it's two things that before you sublimate something, you have to think about.
You have to think about how it's gonna look. You have to think about, you know, will it work with the color? And you also have to think about, will it be, how much time that you have to consider if you have a lot of colors.
It looks nice.
I find that it looks cool. I like it.
Yeah. If it doesn't look good, at least it looks scary. But
I'm like, you can use it to go to the gym.
The end of the world.
Exactly. Yes. And finally,
and then we have these ones. So the two designs, one is 40 seconds and the other one is 60. One of these two are darker than the other.
I think it's this one that's darker.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is 40 seconds for sure. And then the one on the other side is 60 seconds. And you can tell. I wish we could put them side by side, but it looks like
kind of. Let me see.
Kind of.
Wait. If I fold them, kind of like. Oh, maybe the browns you would want side by side.
I think so. The brown fist is the one that you can recognize the darkness more than the pink.
The tone, not the darkness.
The tone. Oh, there you go. That's nice.
But they kind of look the same to me.
Let me see. Yeah, they look similar.
You know, with my trained eyes, art design eyes, I don't see enough of a difference to say between 40 seconds and 60 seconds is a huge difference. But I do think that between 40 seconds and 75 seconds, then you get more of the ink and you get brighter and crisper lines. Again, this is a little bit of a different design because it is a vector, so the lines are crisper to even begin with, and everything is, you know, like separate. So you don't get that mix that you would get with an image that you usually get. And I mean, I like it. I like this a lot. This one was cool to me. I don't see, personally, if I was doing a project, I don't see that I would necessarily keep it for 75 seconds. Like, I wouldn't keep it at 40 seconds, that's for sure. But maybe 60 seconds is cool because the image is cool, the image is crisp, the colors are good, and it does what it's supposed to do. Like, it is an image on a pillowcase. So each person has to test, always.
Always test, different, even if you don't see the different here, you see it in the amount of ink that is gone from your paper, from your print. So you can actually tell which one is good for you. But this one, like she said, I don't see either like a lot of difference.
Oh, and here you can tell very well. This is the paper, 75 seconds, and this is the 40 seconds.
Exactly.
So you see the amount of ink. You know, it's much different.
Here, just on the actual fabric, we might not see it. Also because
our naked eyes.
Exactly. But on the paper, you can really see it. Look, this one and this one. And what is the 60?
60 is here.
So 60, but still, look.
Yeah,
you see the difference. It's 3 different ones, and this one is 40. So there is a difference. We don't see it on the fabric, but we see it on the paper.
And we don't see it on the fabric also because of the weave of the fabric. Yes. It has like all the I was gonna say the hairs. The word escapes me, but basically you can see the actual, the weave. It goes up and down, and it's a poly cotton. It's made to resemble cotton more than poly. So it kind of like hides it, right? In a sense. So we see it in the actual design too, that the weave passes through and you can see it inside the fits and whatnot. So I think that helps in the actual overall look of it. And if it was like a sweater, for instance, or something that was smoother, we wouldn't see it as much, you know?
Yeah. So this was a success to me.
I know it was.
It was very good.
And don't be fooled by our like more serious demeanor. It's just that it's really the first time that we did it, and we've never really worked with like a percentage of cotton.
Nothing. And we didn't even test this before.
Nothing.
We just
well, because we
like,
had what we had. We were like,
yeah, we pulled things out of the closet and we're like, oh, this one, the only thing that I found out online is that, yeah, you might get t-shirts 50-50, but in the section of like the bedding section, when it comes to pillows and sheets, they are very diverse when it comes to fabric mix. Is 50, you get 50-50, like the pillows. There are some of them are 75-25, and on like this. You know, it's not like everything 100% cotton.
No.
It's very mixed. So if you want to get something to test, pillows are a good option.
That's actually a good idea.
They come very mixed all the time.
Exactly. So that's it. But we really liked it. There's nothing to say. I think that we'll do a video at a later time, maybe with a lot more, like, you know, like I said, how low can you go of polyester? Like, let's say something is 25% polyester. How does it look? Because we know it's gonna look less, but it's not like it's not gonna print. We just know it's gonna look more and more faded as you go. And of course, putting darker colors or putting more colors, like the darker the hue, then it's going to get, like, the sublimation is going to be going down as well. It's gonna be more and more and more and more faded. So that's it. I recommend testing.
Yes, always testing. If it has poly, it will sublimate.
Exactly.
Now, how much, the time and everything is not personal, but each individual has to test. You have to test everything.
And how much do you like it?
Yeah,
that has to be the question.
Yes. So, success. Do
so we're good.
Do sweaters, do
test. And just as a reminder, we are constantly listening to ideas that you have and or comments that you have, because like I said, we are a brand new sublimation.
This thing with the chart,
it
was fantastic. We didn't even know it existed.
We were like, what
chart is she talking about?
What chart is this? Like, what is going on? And our minds were like,
and it's very clear. Once you look at the chart, you can actually picture how it's gonna come out on your fabrics.
Exactly, and that's actually why we printed it, because we were like, okay, we're gonna have it. You know?
Yeah, it helps a lot. So thank you for the tip.
Yes. Okay. So that's it.
We see you in the. We're coming back with the goodbye, so we can all go home.
We are tired. All right, so thank you for watching. Thank you for being on this sublimation journey with us. If you like this video, please
like and subscribe.
And we'll see you next time at the Makers HQ. All right.
Bye, guys.